All right, we are back in our studio kitchen on this Food City Friday with Chef Julie, who is getting us all ready for the holiday baking season.
Yes,
Love
fun.
Christmas.
Love it,
I do
love
too.
it.
And once we get these done, we can kind of store them and they're good to go and you can get them
Right.
out and make your little dessert trays.
Exactly, and the fudge will keep for a bit. You
Yeah.
keep it covered and it keeps good. But this is an old family recipe. This is the original recipe right here, y'all. And I know it's the same recipe you've probably seen a bunch of times, the marshmallow cream fudge. But even my mom's handwriting is on here, and she hand typed that on her little typewriter. You know,
So sweet. The memories just
the
there.
memories
with
right there, and you may not be able to see it, but she would sell this fudge sometimes, and she went through and calculated the cost and how big to make each piece and how many pieces she would get and how much to charge, and just, you know, she was pretty special.
Memories, right?
Pretty special, yes. So I'm not going to make the fudge here, but we're going to talk about it because it's a little tricky to make in this context. However, I always start with a very heavy pot, and this is my fudge pot right here.
Okay.
It's actually my pot for many things, and actually my mother bought this for me. It's a Le Creuset, which, you know, is a little more expensive, but I've had this over 20 years, and it's got another 20 to go, I think. But when you make this fudge, don't use a thin pan. It'll burn on you so fast. You don't want to do that. So you put in 3 cups of sugar, okay? 3/4 cup. Now she used margarine. I use butter because I think butter tastes better.
Okay.
And then 2/3 a cup of evaporated milk. You put it in your big pot, and you stir it around. A good rubber spatula that's silicone that isn't going to melt as good. And you got to cook it for a while. It's going to boil a bit, and it has to get to, I think, 234 degrees.
Oh, she's got it. She's got the thermometer out.
Now,
you know it's holiday baking time.
Back in the day, and you can still do this, you can get you a good glass of water that's cold and just drop in little drops and see what happens. And softball stage is what this is going to get to. Now there's hard ball, hard crack, there's all these little levels.
I had no idea.
Our grandmas didn't have thermometers, okay? So they used other ways to test it. But if you want to be exact and you want a stocking stuffer from Santa, ask someone you love to get you a thermopin. That's what this is. This is an industry standard. It is wonderful. They're not cheap, but they're great. And you can use them to check your turkeys, whatever. But this is what I
finally
use.
invested.
This is a good thermopin is an excellent thing to get. But once it gets to that wonderful hot temperature, pull it off the heat and you stir in a bag of chocolate chips. Or peanut butter chips, if you like that better. Now, the peanut butter chip bags usually are a little smaller, so you might, just measure and make sure that you're still getting the 12 ounces of chips. You stir that together, and then you add in 1 jar of marshmallow cream, stir that in, and a little dab of vanilla. If you want nuts in yours, put nuts in there. You don't have to. Okay. And then stir it good, and you put it into like a buttered 13×9 pan, pour it out. It doesn't take that long to set up. And then you have amazing, amazing fudge. And you can use, I actually used a dark chocolate chip on this one instead of just the regular semi-sweet. So you can play with the flavors. You can mix the chocolate and peanut butter together, kind of swirl it. But I've noticed that the chocolate overpowers the peanut butter pretty quick. So if you play that way, do a little less chocolate than the peanut butter, so you still enjoy both flavors.
You know, it's not that terrible, though.
It's not, but it takes a little time. It takes a little time to get it up, and you'll think it's never going to get to 234. It's never going to get there, and then bam, there it is.
So when you're doing that, like a medium-high heat?
Medium-high heat, and just keep stirring, because if you don't, it'll burn on you so quick, and you'll see the flecks of brown start to come if you've got it too hot. Okay. So there's that kind of balance, and I will tell you, this stuff is wicked hot, and if it splatters on you, it's going to hurt. So it's not a bad idea to have a bowl of ice water sitting to the side, so if something bops you, actually, I got bopped a little bit, and I ran to the sink, but put your hand in that cold water, and then you'll prevent the burns from getting worse. So just be aware. This is not the thing to do with little kids.
Oh, yeah.
This is a little too hot. I would not do this with little kids, but it's a wonderful recipe.
It's one of those with fudge. I've never attempted fudge because to me it just seems very
it's not
temperamental. You have to be one with the pan.
But once it gets to 234, you just pull it off.
And then
just stir the stuff in. It's not that hard.
And put it in your
pan, and there you go. You should try it.
I might have to give it a try.
Because it's really not. I mean, especially when you put the marshmallow cream in there.
I know.
See, there's a lot of things you don't have to make that. So it's just a fun, and that's a big memory of my growing up.
Making fudge?
Making fudge and seeing and going to like my Aunt Sandra's house, my mom's sister, she made this peanut butter fudge all the time. You just walk in and there it is. Every time, like, ooh, I'm ready for the fudge.
Isn't that so fun?
It is so fun.
Yes, at my grandmother's house, it was the sugar cookies with the frosting, the homemade, everything is from scratch.
Yes.
Just melt in your mouth.
Yes. All those wonderful memories. And I hope for everyone out there, I know the holidays are a time that are kind of bittersweet for a lot of us. We're missing people. I've already cried about Mom, to be honest, and she's been gone for a long time now.
It's hard.
But I hope you have more smiles than tears this Christmas as you remember the special things about your family. And it is a wonderful time just to get out those old recipes, you know, and just remember and just kind of reminisce about the good days and make new memories now.
Yeah.
Make sure we're not so busy.
No, with your
all the
grandkids,
crazy,
right?
Just take that time to slow it down and spend a little time, you know, just doing things with the people you love, and it'll just make the holidays that much better.
I love it. What a sweet message.
Yes.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas as we are now past Thanksgiving into the holiday season. All of these recipes available on her website, bakingwithjulie.com. And of course, for more on the products, you can always go to foodcity.com as well. We'll be right back.